Ladies and gentlemen, ever since Trump has started kicking up this trade war with China again, the stocks have consistently been dropping. And it's going to get worse. People are not seeing the trickle down effects this will have on the American economy. They are not seeing the job loss and people dropping out of farming and a whole host of things that are to come behind this whole thing. So, as Trump slapped tariffs on China, China in return slapped more tariffs on the US. And you can best believe, ladies and gentlemen, this is going to go back and forth. And it's not going to be good. The last time Trump did this, it actually raised the deficit. So this came out in Business Insider May 17th, 2019. Stocks are dropping after China threatened to cut off trade war talks, accusing the US of petty tricks. So this is about to get worse. And you got to also understand, ladies and gentlemen, this trade war is not just about the US and China. It actually affects the entire global economy. So everything is attached to it, not just two countries going back and forth. US futures are following European and Asian equities lower on Friday after the Chinese government threatened to cut off trade talks with the US, accusing the nation of using petty tricks and lacking a sincere desire to end the trade war. If there is no real concrete action by the United States, it will be meaningless for you to come and talk, the Chinese Community Party said in a commentary published on Tile Ran Notes and social media account tied to Economic Daily, a state-run newspaper. The comments referred to U.S. Treasury Secretary as Steven Mnuchin intention to travel to Beijing to continue talks. It's better to suspend the consultation completely and return to the normal working track. So this is what China is saying. China is saying, you know what? Don't even come here and talk to us at this point. Because they're saying the US is being petty and they don't trust the United States intentions. So they're pretty much saying, screw the talks, don't come. Markets remain uncertain whether the latest combative rhetoric from the two countries actually spells the death of any trade deal, said Han Tan, market analysis at FXTM. Investors are trying to ascertain whether both sides are playing hardball as an intended signal, a show of brinkmanship, or just plain noise. The trade war has escalated in the past 2 weeks after US President Donald Trump accused the Chinese of sabotaging a prospective deal and hiked tariffs on 200 billion worth of Chinese imports. Hold on, let me get a drink of water here. To 25%, spurring China to retaliate with higher duties on $60 billion of US products. Making matters worse, the White House also imposed sanctions on the Chinese telecom giant Huawei earlier this week. Yes, they are fuming over that. I was looking at some articles on that about 2 days ago. Oh, the Chinese government, they are pissed, not only at the US, but Canada as well. The U.S. does not show any sincerity in continuing talks. The commentary continued, highlighting its top trade negotiator visit to Washington to last week as a show of sincerity. Instead, it is extending its pressure tactics. The U.S., on one hand, says it engaged in talks, but on the other hand, it keeps using petty tricks to destroy the atmosphere for talks. The saga is dampening sentiment again. Okay, I'm not pronouncing that. So, our call for a lack of clear direction in equities in the near term remains valid. So, China is pretty much saying to the US, you know, all these tariffs and everything that you're doing, that mess is petty. The saga is dampening. Okay, so let me just go down a bit. Here's the market roundup as of 10:55 a.m. in London, 5:55 a.m. in New York. U.S. stocks are set to drop. The futures underlying the Dow Jones Industrial Average, S&P 500, and NASDAQ are all down between 0.3% and 0.5%. European equities have dropped sharply, with Germany DAX down 0.6%. And Euro stocks 50 down 0.4%, and Britain FTSE 100 down 0.2%. So the global market is down, y'all, over this trade war. Okay, so the Asian indexes closed lower. The Shanghai Composite dropped 2.5%, and SZSE component slumped a hefty 3.2%, and Hong Kong's Hang Seng slid 1.2%. Oil continued to rally, with WTI and Brent crude oil rising 0.8% and 0.5%. So everything that Trump is doing and this back and forth war with China is impacting not only the market, the economy here in the US, but globally as well. So everybody is feeling the pressure. So not only are the US stocks down in America, but they're down all across the globe. And at this point, as you can hear, China is telling the US they will cut you off and not even have trade talks with the US anymore. Wow. Please tell me what you think, ladies and gentlemen. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.